What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the first inaugural episode of Mornings with Max. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about buying houses, okay? But just a little overall theme about this morning show is going to be, helping people understand the paths to home ownership. We're going to talk to lenders. We're going to talk to other people. We're going to talk to people that will help you in making these decisions. But we're going to check in every week. We're going to go over some news in the real estate market that might affect you too in a short format where basically it's going to be easy to listen to every Monday morning and Thursday mornings. Those are the mornings I'm planning on posting and talking about what's going on in the industry. Monday will be more of news. Thursday will be a hot ticket where we talk about something and I give you my opinion on it. But for this first episode, we're going to talk about basically, the things you hear about buying homes, okay? You hear all the time you need an exorbitant amount of money to put down on a house the first time when you buy one. And it's just not true. Reach out to a local lender. There are plenty of great local lenders, including maybe even your own personal bank, that can offer you incredible down payments, right? We're talking as low as 3.5% down payment with FHA financing. So if right now the average home price in America is like a little above $400,000, all you're going to need is like 15 to 16 grand, right? If the math works out to put down on the house with closing costs. And if you find the right house and you're in the right market, you might even be able to get the seller to pay for that. So your cost out of pocket is going to be very minimal. Okay. Second of all, the type of house you're buying. I know a lot of people just want to buy a house and do their own thing. But sometimes the most financially smart thing to do is not buy a single family residence, but a multifamily residence. A lot of times you can buy a multifamily residence for a very similar price that a single family residence is going to cost you. And if you buy a duplex, for example, you know, your mortgage is going to be similar to that single family residence, and your mortgage will be cut in half because of the rental income that's coming from that other person. And I think something a lot of people, I'm 25 years old for all you guys that are tuning into the channel for the first time. A lot of people don't want to deal with the responsibility of a tenant. And I understand that. But the biggest thing we need to understand here is we're not purchasing our forever home. Our first home is going to be by the foundation that our real estate basically portfolio is going to be built off of. You got to remember that making this sacrifice is going to highly benefit you over the long term. Okay. And this first property is a property you are never going to sell unless circumstances further down the road change that. But this property is not your forever home. And it's really important when you're buying it to remember that. Buying a multifamily home for your first home is a no brainer in terms of keeping your costs low. So, first of all, remember that low down payment FHA. If it's an owner occupied multifamily, you can get that low down payment. You can get your mortgage payment cut in half with a renter on the other side. I understand that responsibility may be a little difficult at first, but once you've banked a little bit of money, maybe you can hire a property management company, which is really important to know. So, moral of the story is, if you're thinking about buying your first home, don't be afraid of the down payment. There are always ways to get that down payment lower to 3.5%. And most lenders are good people. They're not going to try to push you to getting a loan unless you're working with one of those big name brokerages like Rocket Money who don't care about you. Talk to somebody who's local, talk to somebody that lives in your community because they're going to care about you. And if your credit score isn't where it needs to be to get to that low down payment, a lot of these lenders are willing to work with you on your credit pull. They'll look at it and say, "Hey, listen, you need to take care of this, this, and that." Once you get rid of those things, we should get your credit score to where we want it to be to get to that low down payment. So I know that's really short, but I hope you learned something on your drive in this morning. I hope this helps you out a lot. So make sure to check out the rest of my videos. And coming soon is going to be these weekly episodes, hopefully every Monday and Thursday. We're going to get on here. We're going to have a really short news feed and opinion take every week. So stay tuned. My goal through this show is to help people buy houses. Okay. Thanks for listening, guys. Keep an eye out. Catch you in the next one.